Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Mukesh English, and this is Mukesh Soni. Friends, in this video we shall have the discussion of the question paper of second semester BA Generic English 2023 examination, and this question paper belongs to Bangalore North University, BNU University, and this question paper we are going to solve here. Second semester BA 2023 examination, BNU. Duration for the examination 2 hours 30 minutes, maximum marks 60, and this is the NEP syllabus. Now to begin with, let's know the format of the question paper here. Your question paper will have the two important sections. One section is called here workbook, which has a weightage for 40 marks, and the another section is here the course book, which has a weightage for 20 marks. And the very first question you will have in your question paper, the comprehension passage, where you need to read the passage, the given passage, and you need to solve the 5 questions based on the passage. There will be 5 questions based on the passage. Among the 5 questions, you will have one question where you need to give a title to the passage. That's for the 5 marks. So 1 into 5, 5 marks. Comprehension passage, 5 marks. Second question you have here, do as directed. Here you have 5 different questions. For example, the very first question will be here, choose the antonym for the word punishment from the given options. So antonym means to say the opposite meaning of the word. So you need to find the opposite meaning of punishment: weak, obey, reward, loss. So obviously what is the answer is here? Reward. Reward is the antonym of punishment. That is for 1 mark. Second question, synonym. You need to find the synonym of the underlined word. Synonym means the same meaning. My goal is to become a naturalist. Goal. Synonym of goal is here thought, reward, study, aim. So what is the answer? Option D is the correct answer, aim. The synonym of the word goal is the aim. Then use a prefix to the given word provided in the bracket in its appropriate form. So your essay has too many relevant details. So what is the prefix here? Irrelevant details. IR. IR is the prefix. So it has become here irrelevant. Third question, fourth question we have here. Fill in the blanks by adding the prefix or appropriate suffix. You have to add here suffix, not the prefix. The little sad dog which we saw might be homeless. Homeless. So what is the suffix is here? LESS, homeless. So it has become here homeless. Next, you need to complete the given collocation. Can you can you can you do can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor? So collocation means to say a pair of words which always go together. For example, strong coffee. Strong coffee. We never say powerful coffee. We always say strong coffee. So these are the collocations. So I done the special videos on collocation also. You can check in the description box the link of that particular video. Then the next, these are the 5 questions, each for 1 mark. Then next questions we have here, answer any 2 of the following questions, each is for 1 mark. Number 1, these questions are from listening and hearing. What is the difference between listening and hearing? Listening means to say, hearing does not need concentration, but listening requires concentration that your brain processes the meaning from words and sentences. Hearing is a physiological process and listening is a psychological process. Second, name 2 uses of active listening. One is active listening helps to build trust. It enables to identify problems. Third question we have here, any 2 you need to select. Non-verbal communication plays an important role in the effective listening skill. Yes, it's a true statement. So these are the questions from listening and listening skills, and each you need to select 2 questions out of 3. I have done a special video on listening and hearing. You can find the link in the description box. Next question we have here. Choose the appropriate word from the given options and fill in the blank. So we have bored, B-O-R-E-D, and B-O-A-R-D. So after a while, I got bored, B-O-A-R-D or B-O-R-E-D, bored, B-O-R-E-D. So what's the correct option? After a while, I got bored and left. Second question, I will write it up on the board. B-O-A-R-D. So they are called as the homonym here because the same pronunciation but different spelling and different meaning. And now the next question we have here, and that is for 1 mark. Next question we have here, elaborate the, sorry, these are for 2 marks, 1 plus 1, 2. Another 2 questions we have here, short forms will be given and we need to expand the short forms here. For example, PC. The full form of PC is personal computer. LPG, liquefied petroleum gas. So they can ask any 2 abbreviated forms and which you need to expand it. Next question, write one word substitution for the following. These are all 1 mark questions. So one word substitution you need to give for the following themes. A place where objects are exhibited. So what do we call such a place? We call it as a museum. You will also be thinking as an exhibition. That is also a very close answer. Next question, one who loves his country. What do we call them? We call the persons as a patriot. Next question, the 4th question, complete the proverb by choosing the correct option given below. So, good things come to those who wait. What's the answer? Who wait. So, like this, you need to complete the proverb with the with some missed word. A bird in hand worth 2 in the bush. What's the answer? In the bush. So these are the 4 marks questions based on the instructions, each for 1 mark. Next question we have here, you need to change the following sentences in the indirect speech. 3 sentences are given here. Number 1, Krishna said to Rohit, I'm going to market. Krishna told Rohit that he was going to market. Rohan said, I have to complete my assignment. Rohan said that he had to complete his assignment. The teacher said, get out of my class. It's an instruction. The teacher instructed him to get out of his class. So I have done special video on active passive voice, direct indirect speech, and the links are available in the description box. So these are for 3 marks. Next question we have here, you need to complete the dialogue which is between a teacher and student, and the 4 blank dialogues are given here, and based on the given dialogues you need to complete. So let's see how. Hello Varun, have you started preparing for examination? What's answer? Varun says, no sir, not yet. The exam is too near, Varun. Do you remember your marks in the last examination? No sir, I need to recheck my result. Then you don't look interested still. Not like that, sir. There was a total error in the there was an error of total in the result. Why didn't you tell me this before? Come to the office this evening at 4 o'clock after this class. Thank you so much, sir. You're welcome. So based on the previous dialogue, you need to construct the next dialogue, and that's very scoring 4 marks, 4 dialogues, 1 for each 4 marks. Then now you have the questions from the communication skills, verbal communication, non-verbal communication. And here you have 5, 6 questions, and out of 6, 5, 6 questions, you need to answer only 4 questions. And let me tell you, I have done special video on listening skill, verbal communication, non-verbal communication. And with all the short questions, you can find the link in the description box. Now, what is communication? Communication is a process where we share our feelings and emotion, and there are 2 types of communication. One is verbal and non-verbal communication. Next, name any 2 features of paralinguistics: pitch, tempo, loudness, resonance, timbre, intonation, range, syllabic duration, rhythm. Name any 2 examples of non-verbal communication: posture, facial expression, and eye contact, we can say. Then we have the question, define proxemics. Proxemics is the study of human use of space and the effects that the population density has on behavior, communication, and social interaction. Simple way we can say it's a study of the space, that how much space you should have if you have personal discussion, social discussion, or intimate discussion. Why is the eye contact important in communication? It shows the attentiveness and interest in what is being told or said. So these are the 5 questions you need to answer. The 3 questions here out of 4. Now develop a meaningful paragraph using the given hints. So here hints are given. You need to construct the paragraph by filling those hints. That is for 3 marks. So you can pause the video and I'm sorry. So I have not solved this question because it's your creativity. How do you fill the paragraph? I mean to say, how do you reconstruct the paragraph by filling the gap here? So that is for 3 marks. Now, next question, again, write a short essay. That's for 5 marks. You select any one of the topics and write an essay. When you're writing an essay, you need to keep in the mind 3 important things. One is the topic sentence, content, and conclusion. Now, what is topic sentence? The first 2 sentences should reflect what are you talking about. That should reflect you are talking about so and so topic. Then the content you should write, then the last line you should give a conclusion. So I not given any answer for this question because you should practice how to write an essay, because they won't ask you the same questions, I mean to say the same topics. So short essay writing for 5 marks. Next, write a speech not more than 250 words on any one of the topics. Importance of punctuality, use of cell phones. So speech writing is for 3 marks. So when you're writing speech, you need to keep 4 points in your mind. One is greet the audience. Good morning, everyone. Introduce yourself. My name is so and so, and today I'm going to talk on the topic importance of punctuality. Then you talk. That's called content. Thank the audience. Thank you so much for listening to me patiently or with patience. So like this, 4 points you should keep in the mind when you are constructing a speech. Greet the audience, introduce yourself, on which topic are you talking about, then you speak about the topic, then you finally you thank the audience. So this is how you have to write here speech. That is for 3 marks. Last question you have here, an unseen poem will be given and you need to read the poem. You can pause the video. That's for 2 marks. That's hardly for 2 marks. You read the poem and write the analysis. Analysis means to say you summarize it very briefly, right? You need to summarize very briefly. So that's your creative writing. How do you summarize? That's very important. What idea do you gather from the poetry? That's very important. So poetry analysis is for 2 marks. So like this, you have 40 marks questions from the workbook, second semester BA 2023 examination question paper. Now you have 20 marks questions from the 4 or 5 chapters from the course book. Let us see. Now that is again divided into the 2 sections, 10 plus 10, 2 marks, 5 questions, and sorry, yeah, no, 2 marks, 5 questions, then again 5 marks, 2 questions, 2 into 5 and 5 into 2. You don't have 10 marks questions, don't worry. Now, any 5 questions of the following you need to answer in one of the 2 sentences. Each is for 2 marks. Which route did the poet follow to reach his destination in the poem The Worm? The poet uses the absurd and devious route to reach his destination. Where was the owner of the bank? And what did the people imagine about Seth Govindram? The owner of the bank was holidaying in Kashmir. People imagined that the owner of the bank ran away from the town to escape as the bank was about to collapse. Then, what did the angry mob do at the bank? The angry mob, they gathered at the bank and they asked for money, otherwise break in. Somebody threw a brick and crashed through the plate glass without, plate glass window of the bank. They crashed through the plate glass window of the bank. What did the German soldier want from the two friends? They want the passbook. Passport. Oh, no, password. They need the password. Password to enter the boundary. Then, where did Morissot and Sauvage go every Sunday before the war? They used to meet in the Rue Notre Dame de Lorette and spend half the day side by side, rode in the hand and feet dangling over the water. They used to go for fishing. Then sixth question, Loknath was born blind. No, blind. No, it's a wrong statement. He was not born blind he was not blind by birth. Why did Loknath's mother think that she had given birth to a saint? When Loknath's mother asked about his dream and expected he would have asked Shankarji a pair of eyes, Loknath replied, "What would he have thought of me?" What a selfish man, selfish person this Loknath is, seeking happiness for himself in a world full of people living in misery. This made his mother to think she had given birth to a saint. According to Satyarthi, the greatest violence against our children is to deny the dreams of our children. What's the greatest violence against our children? If you deny the dreams of your children, that's the greatest violence. So after out of 8 questions, you need to opt 5 questions. Very nice choice you have here. Now the last segment of a question paper where you need to opt 5 marks, 2 questions, 2 questions for 5 marks. You need to opt here. Question number 1. They explain the central theme of the poem, The Worm. It's a repeated question, so repeated answer. The poem titled The Worm is composed by Nissim Ezekiel, Indian English poet, dramatist, editor, as well as an art critic. The poem opens with a speaker seeing a worm crawling after rain with great strength directed by the inner eye towards a drier place. The worm's straight route make the speaker jealous, realize how different he is from it. He can use only absurd and devious route to reach his destination. Is there anywhere a worm blinder than he? While the speaker realizes that he is a worm who pretends that he is not one and ventures to advise others on the ways and means of succeeding. Later, the speaker kills the worm and stops its easy mocking victories. The speaker asks the worm's strength after death. Further, he mentions that the Creator God who has created the worm is aware of the cunning, subtleties, and anger of man. The speaker accepts that he can emulate the worm's directness only in anger, and hence he has killed the worm. The poet usually shows men and objects of nature causing harm to each other. In this poem, there is a conflict between nature and man. Here, the man kills the worm and reports the fact. Further, he has more trust in the follies of common men than in the wisdom of the uncommon man. The poet's persona gets inspired by the way of this tiny creature, but in the complexity of the modern world, the poet finds it difficult to follow that path. Second question, what's the moral of the story, The Boy Who Broke the Bank? Throughout the story, The Boy Who Broke the Bank, Ruskin Bond tries to convey the appropriate way of listening, and it teaches the best way to cultivate listening skills. The message which he wants to deliver throughout the story is listening is the beginning of the understanding. If the manager had listened to the problem of Nathu, the entire mess would have never happened. The moral of the story is that the rumors and gossips can spread widely and can cause the serious damage. So we should be responsible and verify information before believing or spreading it. Third question we have here, describe the carelessness and heroism of two friends. The two friends, Marcio Morisot and a watchmaker Marcio Sauvage, a draper who would meet on Sundays while fishing. Both enjoy this pastime, and with few words being spoken between them, they fall into comfortable friendship with each other. Unfortunately, they have not been able to meet for quite a long time due to the war. One day, they happen across each other, happily greet each other. They lament not being able to fish due to the war, especially on such a nice day. They go for a drink at a nearby cafe. While drinking, Masio Sauvage recklessly suggests the two go down to the old fishing spot which is in occupied which is in the occupied territory. He knows that Colonel he knows the Colonel and believes that he will let them through the French outpost. They meet again, and this time their fishing rods receive the password and make their way into dangerous territory. They point up ahead where the Prussian army is and decide to offer the Prussian fish if they should meet any. They carefully make their way to the water and both begin to catch many fish. The men cannot hear cannon's fire. This cannon fire leads them to discuss war. Through differing on some points, they agree on one point, that is, they would never be free. Suddenly, soldiers arrive and surround the two friends. The soldiers bind the men and bring them to an officer. Sorry. The officer tells the men he will kill them and for being suspected spies unless they give him the password that allowed them to come out into the area. He tries to individually persuade each man to give up the password. The two friends shake hands and wish each other goodbye. Then both are shot by the soldiers. The soldiers tie Morisot's and savage bodies to rocks, throw them into the water. Noticing the fish the men caught, the officer ordered the fish to be covered and goes. I'm sorry. The two friends shake hands and wish each other goodbye. Then both are shot by the soldiers. The soldiers tie Morisot's and savage bodies to the rocks and throw them into the water. Noticing the fish the men caught, and the officer orders the fish to be cooked and goes back to smoking his pipe. So we can say that if the two friends would have got the password to enter the restricted territory, they would have saved their lives and would have fought for the country. Next question. Summarize. Summarize. 1 minute. Just a minute. Okay. Yeah. Next question we have here. Summarize Kailash Satyarthi's views on the right of present-day child. Speaking on the importance of today, Kailash Satyarthi says that every one of us is today. Today, it is a time for every child to have a right to life, right to freedom, right to health, right to education, right to safety, right to dignity, right to equality, and right to peace. He envisioned the smiling face of our children in the blinking stars, children playing and dancing, children growing freely with dignity. So, emphasizing the importance of the rights of the present day child, Satyarthi had a vision that the cobbler boy should sit with him in the class. As a child, he had a vision of tomorrow. So this is how I try to solve the question paper of second semester BA 2023 examination under Bangalore North University. And for all the lessons, grammar video and the previous year's question papers videos, all the links are available in the description box. And the summaries are done, question answers are done, grammar is also done, and the other three question papers have also been solved. So if you have any questions, you can mail me mukeshenglish@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching this video. Click the like the video, write in the comment box, and subscribe the channel if you're not yet done. I wish you good luck for the examination. Stay connected with Mukesh English.